We're literally going to the middle of nowhere.
I like it.
I feel like that's this game. You just would you like to go from X desert environment to Y desert environment filled with nothing but bandits and skags?
I think that's what people had the most trouble about this. There's no environment change, it's always the same thing.
To be honest, after your first playthrough of... See, look, I did it again. And I just jumped off.
Oh.
After your first playthrough of Borderlands 2, it, like, you sort of, it feels samey as well.
Yeah, you start off with like the snow, and then you end up at Sanctuary, and then you go back to the snow. Then you go to the desert for a bit, and then you go back to snow.
I love how it, like, I think it put you in snow because, like, no, we're not doing desert. We're not doing rocks and desert. We're doing snow now. Speakers.
Yeah,
but it's literally the same environment, just with.
Well,
like,
and then you'll get to late game, and then you'll go to mines, and then you'll go to what else?
Then you end up back at the desert.
No. Then you go to what's it called? You go to like Handsome Jack shit, where there's a whole bunch of tech. So it's like a tech village, and then you go back to rocks and desert. But yeah, realistically, it's the same mode.
But you know, you can't be too weird. You can't be mad like in too many enthralling environments in a game like this. After a while, yeah, I think I just get a bit too jaded at times. Yeah, is this perfect? No, that's shit. And it's like, and of course my perfect is completely biased. But let's just ignore that niggling fact and pretend that my opinion is God's word.
Well, it absolutely is God's word, Kev, because you are God.
There's a... Oh, thank you.
Ooh.
Thank you very much.
An SNS upgrade.
Yeah. It's for Siren, it was shit, so I didn't let you have it, because it sells for $10,000. Okay, I don't think we can get in like this. We have to go like up over there, on that bridge.
Oh, yeah we do. Fuck, I see it. That's annoying.
That's it. And that's the one problem, like all the environments, it's a lot of running and a lot of backtracking, because you can't get over that map. Yeah. Hey, it's a claptrap unit.
Claptrap unit.
Claptrap.
You pressed F again. God, you are terrible.
One day, I will use it properly. Did you get out of the habit?
No, fuck. Well, there goes me. We both had the same idea. We both had the same idea.
I know, it's like, you literally cut like half a second of your runtime. But it's like, we still did it. Okay, I'm up there. I still don't know how to, oh, I know, I found a way in. Is that a turret? That's a turret.
So, I've been getting back into Hearstone quite a lot. Which has made me kind of mad, because, yeah, a lot of people
Dude, you have no idea, like, I got up to rank 7, right, but I am free to play, like, religiously free to play. So, I'm really struggling with the new meta, because most free to play players can only play Rush, because it's the only thing they can afford.
Oh yeah.
On, like, basic cards.
Well, I hope you know how to use your turret, because that would be helpful in this situation. So I am just getting.
You mean like this?
Well, I'm gonna die.
I can't really do anything, sorry.
And you just... The turret stole the kill! God damn it!
Well, you wanted the turret. Make up your mind.
But yeah. I was... You know, I was really deciding, man, I should just go back and, buy a whole bunch of card packs, because I am sick and tired of getting rushed and killed by all these great decks. Like, oh...
Well, I'm sort of disappointed that there's, like, actually a disappointing lack of people still free to play. because even at fairly low ranks, like rank, basically I'm just like, okay, I'm like I can't compete up at this level anymore. I'm just gonna go back to rank like 15 and then just build my way up from there and find out where I need to sit to actually get a decent win rate going.
Wait,
But
with those chests, do the chests stay at like whatever the highest rank you got, or at the rank that you are currently at?
yeah, the highest rank. So
Okay.
I got rank 7. So actually I got rank 6.
Yeah, you did.
I got rank 6, so it'll stay at rank 6. So I'll get whatever the rank 6 chest is gonna be, regardless of the fact that I'm now at rank like 12 or something.
I'm at rank
So
16, and I can't get past like the second star. I get to like the first star, then I die, go back down to 15, no, 17, and then go back up to 16. It's so annoying, cause like I basically get rushed down. The only problem with because I use the Pally Rush deck, I don't know if it's the same one as yours, but I use one and I just get completely pummeled because I don't have the great starting out cards, and it just screws me over so easily.
yeah, well, you should get really good at mulliganing. If you don't know what that means, then it's probably the reason why you're losing.
No, I try to get rid of like as much cards as I can at like. Are you talking about like at the very start when you can mulligan those?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you down?
Huh? I'm not down.
I need some saving.
I'm
You can get
coming,
over
buddy. I'm coming to you. And
Oh,
there's
yeah,
people
I think you're gonna
right
get.
here.
Oh.
No! No! God damn it.
No!
Well, there goes.
Yeah. Well, I'm sort of. I feel like rush decks aren't out of the meta because like some people are like, oh, jousting's gonna kill rush. It hasn't. Jesus, we're like miles away. Joust hasn't killed rush in the slightest. It's just.
No, it hasn't, because not really too many people
Yeah,
get
like,
Joust.
Joust is actually very, very unreliable, completely RNG based. But you know, I haven't seen any good Joust decks yet. Even haven't seen any good Inspire decks yet.
No,
I've seen like I've seen decks that incorporate Inspire, but none of them that use it as as the core. Just that
are you
it's
sure?
part of their deck.
What about TB's Inspire
Yeah,
deck?
he's a huge. Yeah, that's his whole thing. It's like a gimmick. It's not actually that good.
Well,
And so you
no,
can,
even
you
as
can win a couple of games.
yeah, but as a gimmick, it's like a really good gimmick.
Yeah, it's one of the better gimmicks out there. But I'm talking about actually going up because like that was sort of my when I was sitting at rank 6. Like, I really want rank 5, get a golden epic, be bloody pimping, but was not to be apparently, unfortunately, because I was trying to rush up. Because the first day after the expansion came out, everyone was experimenting with the new things. So my whole deck, which was just, like, although unrefined, which although like didn't incorporate some of the new cards, was fairly refined. Which meant it could beat most of these unreformed decks. That's when I got up to 6. But after a couple of days, meta people are sort of figuring out how to play some good decks. It'll still change. Like people will still come up with new ideas the next month or 2 months or something. After that, it'll get a bit samey. But now that Dragon Beast and Shaman Totem and Pally Secret, they're all sort of like people have figured out. Oh, okay, you take this card, and it works. That because I don't have that, I'm forced to play like very old rush decks, which is not keeping up. So I'm gonna need to just have to save up, buy some more packs, and get back up there. Hopefully in a couple of like sort of next month. I've sort of been up on it for this month because
I got so screwed. Like the second the first expansion came out, which was the Nectaramus, I believe it was. They came out. That's when I stopped playing Hearthstone. It's because that is when I didn't have enough cash, or I didn't have enough gold in the first place to get the wings. So I ended up just being like, oh, okay, well I guess I'm kind of done with Hearthstone now. But you now realize, oh wait, you don't really need a lot of these wings, because then again you can just grab like a couple of like the easy cards to get that aren't like tailored specifically to you know, those decks. So, and the cards aren't like super hard either. So it's a lot better, I guess. And the reason realistically everyone came back to Hearthstone is because of Tavern Brawl. Let's be honest.
Yeah, like Tavern Brawl and this new sort of ranked incentive play with the chests is sort of really good for just helping players who don't want to pay, or even just players who don't want to spend like hundreds of dollars. I've got a couple friends that I got 2 friends that between them we've worked out they spent $1,000 on the game, like a ridiculous amount of money.
Yes.
But there's some yeah,
That's
like
about as much as I do
even,
in Counter-Strike.
and I'm still ahead of them, which is hilarious. But that's sort of because they don't play as much and they're actually a bit less good. But that's enough of dissing on my friends. But I have a couple friends who maybe spent $50 or $80 or $20 on it, and they just that's just not enough. Because if you want to have all the like epics and all the legendaries that you need, then you'd spend in the hundreds to get all of them at least, which is just really unfair.
No.
So I like this new system that over time players who don't want to spend that money can get good cards.
God damn it.
I took out the Torrents. Can you get a kill on one of them?
Yeah, I can get the badass bruiser here. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, well that was a lot harder than it should have been there.
I think it's because you literally just ran in and then just got focus fired.
Oh yeah, but that was the best way to do it. That way you could what do we got here?
Ooh.
That's a soldier. I can't take that. It's nothing really. Oh, did I take that?
Hey, you just took that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally clicked over it. Where's it at? There you go. But yeah, I don't know, I guess it's kind of cool. I do find myself getting fucked by secrets, so secret decks are the bane of the existence for the rush decks. Especially if it's like Paladin or like, just really any secret decks actually just kill the rush. Just absolutely destroy, because I reckon that's what's been making me lose a lot, is the secrets. Because you don't know.
It's like, there's actually, like, this is the one good thing. I think what the Grand Tournament has brought back is some good tempo decks.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that. It's like, because before there was, like, 70% of people were playing either Rush Hunter or Rush Paladin. Occasionally you'd run into something a bit different, like maybe an Oil Rogue or a Grim Patron was popular.
God, I hate Grim Patron.
But
He's
now,
the fucking
but now
worst.
there's a lot more tempo decks, like, that just ramp up naturally and focus on basically, because of Inspire, there's a lot of token minions going out with your Shaman and your Paladin.
Wait, the Grim
Patron,
the Grim Patron is the guy that spawns another one of him if he takes damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
I
he
absolutely.
takes non-fatal damage.
Yeah, I absolutely hate him, because with rush decks you have so little creatures that like they will only not really trade off like correctly, so they won't fatally kill him instantly. So you just end up having like 5 to 6 Grim Patrons on the board instantly, and you just get fucked.
I find you have to wait till turn 8 to pull off that combo, because you need to go War Song into Grim Patron.
Yeah.
For the best combo, unless you're feeling a bit cocky. But for the most part, that combo, I'm not actually too afraid of that combo. It's the sort of turn 10 combos that really seem to get me, which is a War Song, double.
I think that was just the main mission we just did. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Well, from above.
Let's just ignore that for a while. But
yeah, Hearthstone is. I was literally deciding. I had the option because I got my PayPal linked with my bank account, which has basically destroyed my bank account because I don't know how to spend my money correctly, and I need to save for packs because fucking I'm gonna spend so much money on packs. Ugh.
Dude, wait, come back here, come back here. I got this ability that if I shoot you, you heal.
That's a great ability. Is that one of your perks or?
Yeah, so it's one of the, no, not a perk, it was, like, level up.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ability. Class ability.
But yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go buy a pack, and I realized, oh wait, I don't have enough money in my account, so I didn't end up buying any packs. And like, you know what? Some of those legendaries in the Grand Tournament packs are actually amazing.
Yeah, well, there's none of them, like, I'll agree, there's no Sylvanas or no Dr. Boom, because
No.
Sylvanas and Boom are two of the legendaries used in literally every deck. There's a couple of good ones though. The Lightbane sisters, the one that gets a Divine Shield, the one that does 3 random damage, they're pretty good in rush decks. Because they're pretty sticky and hard to remove.
I don't know, I just feel like that priest one where you just summon a whole bunch of legendaries, if, you know...
The priest legendary is really good.
Only if you can get it behind a taunt first, that's the only problem. Because it's
apparently
very easy.
There's this guy called... I forget what his name, something like Gormak or Gormash or something like the Impaler. It deals 4 damage if you have 4 minions on the field. His